I don't know if anyone had questions, but I will be here for a few moments after the conference ends. Thank you.
Thanks. Any questions?
I don't know, Maureen, if you could maybe talk a little bit more about some of the programs that are on the ground in Haiti that are helping out the victims.
Sure.
You know, how this money is being used to help them.
We have the areas that we work in are shelter and infrastructure. So when the earthquake first struck, and there was such displacement of people with nowhere to go, CRS was designated as a lead agency to run the Pentonville Center. So over 600,000 people were in that center. So in terms of providing shelter, we've also been involved in food distribution immediately after the earthquake struck. As we move forward, we're about 2 months, couple weeks beyond, we're looking to food for work programs so that to, again, empower people to become involved in the rebuilding. So whether it's clearing streets or helping to build more permanent shelter, those would be the types of activities. We also have been very involved in healthcare in terms of some of the needs of folks, as well as water and sanitation. As you might imagine, the devastation left in its wake nothing. So we've been involved in location of latrines and other water distribution centers. So those are some of the concrete examples of our work there. Yes.
At this time of, you're 2 months away from the initial trauma, can you give us an idea of how much has been done, how much has been rebuilt? Has anything been cleared away, or?
Well, in terms of emergency shelter, which was the most immediate need, Catholic Relief Services has provided that to over 40,000 families, serving 200,000 people. But the immediate response was to provide food and shelter. Temporary or emergency shelter was the first response. We are entering into the rainy season in Haiti, and there was great concern of the stability and what impact that was going to have on those shelter centers. So we're moving. In April, we will be starting with more transitional shelter, which is a sturdier type of shelter, and hope to serve 8,000 families and reaching 40,000 people. So that would be the goal starting in April. In terms of rebuilding, I don't think we're there yet. Again, it's meeting these more immediate needs. As I said, the Food for Work program, one of the programs is to do clearance of areas so that can begin. But this is going to take, I was struck by the Bishop's comment, 32 seconds, I think you said. This rebuilding is going to take years. This is, and that's why I think it's so important that CRS will be there for that period of time working with the people. But there's been no real rebuilding at this moment.
I have one other question. I had heard that someone in this room conducted a fashion show, and that money was donated. I'd like to hear more about that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's your name?
Belia Jackson.
Can you spell that for me?
B-I-L.
V, like Victor?
No, B as in boy. I-L-A-Y-A. Jackson.
Jackson?
My friend Melissa and I went to Delavan Art Gallery and booked the space for a fashion show. And the idea of us coming, wanting to donate the money to the Haiti tragedy came from me watching the telethon. And I said, well, we should just donate the money to people in Haiti because they need it more than us. And that's where it came about. We're up and coming designers and we wanted to get our name out there. Why not do it for a good cause and helping somebody else along the way? So that's where that came from. $1,020.
When was that held?
It was last Friday, March 12th.
You know, it's so wonderful when young people such as yourself get involved, and I think that gives such hope to so many of us. One of the things that Catholic Relief Services has been doing in Haiti and working with young people is trying to create child-friendly places. You could just imagine the impact of this earthquake on children and young people in Haiti. So given some of our experience in the tsunami and in other emergencies, we found it was important to create those spaces where children would have both safety and play and an opportunity to begin to heal and rebuild their lives, and that's so important. So on behalf of the 25,000 children that have benefited from that, thank you. It's just wonderful. Thank you. I'll be happy to come back and accept another check for $620,000. Well, it is our hope, thank you for that question. It is our hope to, as we move forward, to perhaps have a speaker's tour that would perhaps come to Syracuse to give a fuller description of our work there, rebuilding efforts, and just kind of what we've done in other situations, a stewardship report, so that people know that their money is directly benefiting people who are in Haiti. Because when you hear that number of 94 cents on every dollar, that is one of the best ratios of direct programming allocation of any NGO, of any nonprofit organization. And that's a real testament, I think, to Catholic Relief Services. And we feel it's important to inform the people who have donated of where their money is going. So hopefully at some point we will, Catholic Relief Services staff will be here in the diocese, and we welcome seeing you all then. Thank you.
Just one last thing I'd like to mention. I want to echo both Maureen and the bishop's comments. The money raised came primarily from our parish communities, came from individual donors, came from businesses, came from events like Belaya did, but most importantly, came from our Catholic school system as well, to the kids that gave their milk money, kids that gave their ice cream money and their lunch money to contribute to this effort. So that's an important piece of this as well. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you.